Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to JG9 Studios.
For the last 7 months, ever since I announced that I was taking this YouTube thing of mine full time, I've been scouring high and low, trying to find some amazing pieces to fit into my all-new 2-bedroom apartment, where I would convert one of the bedrooms into a studio that would become the new permanent home of JG9. And now, that day is finally here, and I cannot wait to show it off to you guys, because this is an office that I'm really proud of, and I think you guys are going to like it a lot. Oh, and all that cool stuff you just saw during that voiceover? Yeah, that's not in the new studio. That's in my main room, so just imagine what's actually in the studio. But before I show it off, I just want to give some context to understand what I was working with before. For the last 3 years, every single video that you've seen has been done with this laptop on this couch. It worked well for me, and don't get me wrong, the couch was super comfy, but I was doing everything with that laptop, where the keys are completely busted by this point because of how much I've typed on that thing. My poor little computer, bless its heart, I had to clear it of all its files quite a few times because of how many videos I've done on that thing. It took half an hour just to export a video off of that thing. Every stream you saw came on that couch with that computer. And you're seeing some of the streams right now that we did for the USFL and the XFL this offseason. It didn't feel very permanent. It was very temporary. That computer was not made whatsoever for streaming. It sounded like it was going to explode every time I streamed on it, with the giant fan working overtime. And I had to keep track of the stream and depth charts and whatnot with this laptop. A second one that was my old one that I got back in high school, meaning I had to look away from the stream quite a few times, or have the laptops on my lap simultaneously. Again, it was not a very permanent setup. I knew that when I was able to move into a new apartment, that I wanted a dedicated office space so we could produce the best content possible. And now, ladies and gentlemen, that day is finally here. So let's take a look inside, and apologies for the change in audio quality here, because now I'm doing this on my phone.
Alright folks, I think it's time we show this thing off. Again, apologies for the audio quality, apologies for any shaky camera and whatnot. Doing this on my phone right now. So let's take a look inside the all-new home of Jaguar JG9. This is my office, folks. This is my office. I mean, look at this. This is the all-new home of JG9 Studios. We're going to go through everything one by one. So I've got in here 231 autographed miniature helmets representing just about every single team in football. I've got 47 autographed jerseys, and then on this wall right here, as we close the door, I've got 24 autographed full-size helmets, and we're going to go through them all in just a little bit. Plus, I got not just 4 TVs here, which is going to be really, really helpful during the Monday night doubleheaders, which we're going to live stream, but I've got this nice 49-inch monitor with a Blue Yeti microphone and a webcam, a far cry from what I had before with my laptop. This bad boy can handle just about anything. You can't even hear the computer fan running. It's awesome. So let's go through this one by one. So you walk in, above the door, we've got autographed jerseys from Sam Darnold and Andre Rison. We got Todd Gurley, Brock Marion, the Kyler Murray jersey that I won at Tom Grossi's Great 30 for 30 event, raising money for St. Jude. That is right here, one of the first things you see when you walk in the door. And down here, right below the light switch, we have Adam Humphries of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the time. Go above, we got the all-time leader in interceptions in the NFL, Vikings legend, Hall of Famer. We got the man who famously tackled Leon Lett, forced to fumble at Super Bowl 27. We've got Clinton Portis, one of the best running backs of the 2000s, Rookie of the Year with the Denver Broncos. And we got J.T. Thomas, a very underrated part of that Pittsburgh Steelers dynasty in the 70s. Walter Jones, Seattle Seahawks. We've got Lenny Moore. We're going old school with the Baltimore Colts. We got Mike Quick, and we have the late Dwayne Haskins on the bottom there. Keeping the perimeter going, we got Jay Novacek. We got one of the best Oilers defenders of all time. We got Lance Briggs. We got Jamal Lewis. We got some cool jerseys up here. We got Jameis Winston, New Orleans Saints. Richard Todd of the New York Jets, quarterback in the 70s. We got Mark Ingram of the Baltimore Ravens, Derek Mason, Hollywood Henderson. You're probably wondering, where are all the Jaguar jerseys? Well, they're on the second row right here. Again, apologies for the light. So we got Fred Taylor, David Garrard, T-Law, Mercedes Lewis practice jersey autograph by him. We got Big Leon. We got Jimmy Smith. We got Kevin Hardy, former first-round pick. Mark Brunell, and my favorite Jaguar of all time, Maurice Jones-Drew. And on the third row here, at the very bottom, we have Hollywood Brown when he was on the Ravens. We got Seth Joyner, Bobby Ingram, Robert Brazil. We have a guy on the Packers that I did a video on about a year ago, Monday Night Football video. He had that great game against the Patriots in 1997. We have Miles Jack, and we have Dermontti Dawson, Hall of Famer for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, in terms of the autograph helmets, we'll get to those in just a bit. I'm not going to go through all 231 of them that I got, but I will show you the teams in the order and whatnot. Now, on this side, keeping the perimeter going, we got Trevor Lawrence, we got Billy Sims, 1980 Rookie of the Year, probably one of the best what-if stories in NFL history. Patrick Surtain, one of the best young corners in football. Tony Baselli, the first Hall of Famer in Jags history. Don Horn, another guy I did a video on back in the day, I think about 3 years ago, did a video, the famous Packers backup quarterback got traded to the Broncos. We got Gardner Minshew, got to represent. We got Dante Culpepper, and we got A.J. Boye, one of the first autograph jerseys I ever got for winning a trivia contest with the Jaguars. Down here, we still got some more Jaguar jerseys. We got Donovan Darius. We got Mike Thomas, the man who caught the Hail Mary against the Texans in 2010. Keenan McCardle, Thunder and Lightning. And, of course, we got Blake Bortles. And at the very bottom, we got Frenchie Fuqua. We got John Fuqua. Another guy I did a video on had a game against the Eagles back in 1970 under the unlikeliest of circumstances. And then right here, we got Matt Hasselbeck. Now, in terms of the autographed helmets, again, we got 231 of these bad boys in here. Every team represented, 16 in each case, and they go division by division. So you got the AFCs here. This is all a Philadelphia Eagles case. Every single helmet in this case, autographed by members of the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, in terms of the autographs in the collection, there's some guys that played maybe 2 seasons in the NFL. We got some guys that are Hall of Famers, and I think that really exhibits what this channel is about. Everyone's got a story. Everyone's got something to tell. Everyone's a part of NFL history, and I want you guys to be a part of it. I want to document the history of the NFL, no matter how good you were, no matter how many years you played. I think this room really exhibits that. We got some NFC West helmets here, Rams and Seahawks collection. We got Jackie Smith, the Hall of Fame tight end, in here. Packers Lions case. That's Hendon Hooker on the top with the blue helmet right there. We got some more autographed helmets up here. Ron Nix of the Chargers, Hall of Fame tackle. We got him up there. Now, in terms of the back, again, AFC East. We got the AFC North up here, including this one right here. This is Reggie Rucker. You guys, if you've been a long-time watcher of the channel, long-time fan of the channel, you remember about 2 years ago, one of the first media videos I ever did was about Reggie Rucker and his controversial comments he made in 1984 during a game between the Bengals and the Browns. He was working for NBC. That was really the video that kick-started the media part of this channel that you guys really seem to like. I had to get his autograph helmet. We have the AFC South over here. We got some Jaguar helmets here, including LaVisca Chenault, Maurice Jones-Drew. We got quite a few. We got the AFC West, NFC East. Down here, we have the NFC West. Not a lot of autograph helmets from the NFC South, but that's okay. Falcons helmet, we got Claude Humphrey, and we have more continuation of the NFC East here. Also, in terms of autograph jerseys on this side, we have Jimmy Smith again, and we got Josh Scobie. And then this is a really cool thing. Back in 2016, during the offseason, the Jaguars renovated their stadium. They took out a lot of the club seats and they replaced it with a lot comfier seats. So we decided to buy some of the seats, and now they are right here in the office on the back wall. And as we go to the front, this is my view every day. This is my view every day. We got 24 of these autographed big helmets and 4 TVs. We got 4 big TVs right here. In terms of the autographed big helmets, up there, that is Blake Bortles and Allen Robinson. That is Brian Cushing with the Texans and James Conner with the Steelers. Down here, I love this. We got Lawrence Taylor, autographed full-size helmet. Mark Brunell. We got LaVisca Chenault, Jacoby Brissett. We got Rosie Greer of the Rams. We got Ben Coates, a very good tight end in the 90s. We have Lamar Miller back when he was with the Dolphins. Travis Etienne. We got quite a few Jaguar helmets. Etienne, Terrell Suggs, Darren Sproles, Antonio Brown, NBC himself, and my favorite, Tony Baselli with the autographed prototype helmet that the Jaguars never actually used because it got sued by Jaguar for the logo looking very similar. I wish they brought these back, if just for one game. But still, I got this one autographed when I met him at the Hall of Fame in Canada. That was a lot of fun. TJ Hawkinson with the Lions alternate helmet. We got Bob Lilly. We got Jameis Winston. Jackie Slater with a throwback 70s helmet. We got Mark Bavaro, Sean Green, James Robinson, Jake Plummer, and up there, Florida great Damian Pierce with the Houston Texans. So that's the room in terms of the helmets and in terms of the autographed jerseys. Again, there's a lot here. And what's nice about this is that I'm not confined to one view because the desk that I have has wheels. So I can move this desk wherever I want so we can get whatever view my heart desires. The other good thing about this is that for the background, when we have certain teams playing certain games, I can easily take those mini helmets out and replace them with certain teams so you get different background for every time. So as an example, Thursday Night Football, the opening game this year, Chiefs against the Lions, I can easily take out all the helmets in that case and replace it with all Chiefs helmets and all Lions helmets, making the stream that much more fun. And in terms of monitor, again, we got this 49-inch bad boy that really can handle just about anything, and I don't have to juggle a bunch of different laptops. I can just use everything on this screen. And if you want to see the chair, this is the chair that I'm sitting in. It's super, super comfy. Doesn't recline like the couch did, but it is still very, very, very comfy. And if you want to see my view every day, this is what I'm looking at. Every single time I sit in this chair, this is my view. I mean, this is just insane. This is just absolutely insane. And there it is, folks. The whole new JG9 Studios. I am so excited for this studio, and I hope you guys are too. I know there were a few delays with getting this open and whatnot that were out of my control, but hopefully it was worth the wait. This would not be possible without you guys. Seriously, you guys made the whole thing possible. You guys, by watching and sharing the videos, by becoming Patreon supporters, by donating on the streams and on trivia nights, by buying the merch on JG9shop.com, and just by being awesome, allowed me to do, well, all of this. It allowed me to not just get everything in here, but it allowed me to do this for a living and have what I think is the greatest job in the world. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I don't take days off, but I would not trade it for the world because making content for you guys, that is what I love to do. And the fact that I get to wake up every day and come into this room, and talk about sports for a living, and I get to do it in this setup surrounded by football greatness, I'm just blown away. I really am. I'm in awe every time I walk into this room. And I know that if 10-year-old me could see the office that I'm working in and what I do for a living, he'd be like a kid in a candy store. His jaw would be on the floor. He would not believe his eyes. I really like to think I've got the coolest office in America, and you guys are the reason for that. And there's still some expansion pads in the office where I can fit a couple more jerseys, so we're not done in here just yet. I might have a few surprises once football season starts, so keep an eye out on that. But yeah, this is going to be the home for every video and for every live stream and every watch party and every trivia game going forward. It's a new era of JG9 content. I love it here, and I hope you guys love it here too. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a moment where we go live so that you never miss a video and you never miss a stream. And I will see you guys in my new home soon. Thank you again.